Hi, Ken Gurman. I'm the Unstoppable Geek, and I started reading on the plane last night this book called The Dream Year by Ben Adams. And it was kind of funny that this book was sitting in the bookstore and at the airport, and it kind of struck me because it was exactly what I needed to be able to articulate how I can help you. Because there was just some interesting statistics in there that I didn't know, and it kind of mirrors up with my own calling and my own passion of helping people create a part-time business that pays more than their full-time job. And then my specific niche is working with six-figure earners to help them replace their income so they can spend more time with their families and they can spend more time doing what they love to do. So one of the things I thought was interesting from the statistics point of view is that in the book, Ben Adams talks about that 66% of Americans hate their jobs, and that by 2020, 45% of the work, because we're in the age of the entrepreneur, the industrial age is over. It's time to lay waste to the brainwashing that we've gone through and saying you got to work 40 hours a week to make a living. That's total bullshit. There's plenty of cases out there as in your business where if you're doing what you love to do, you can work a part-time business that pays more than your full-time job. But Ben Adams was saying, that 66% of the American workforce hates their jobs, and that by 2020, 45% of the workforce is going to be entrepreneurs, and that by 2030, that a majority of the workforce is going to be entrepreneurs. The reason for that is that the private sector is not providing enough jobs for people, and people are realizing that in order to be able to take control of their financial security, their financial future, they have to be able to step out and create their dreams and follow their dreams and passions to create their own business. Because that's the only true security that you have in life, is that when you use your skill sets to be able to provide value to the marketplace and create money. So I thought those were interesting statistics, and I'm continuing to read the book, and I'm going to continue giving you some golden nuggets from the book, and I found that very, very fascinating. So when you're pursuing your dreams, and I posted this on Facebook last night, they're two of the biggest obstacles that you run into in pursuing your dreams. Because there's two kinds of fear. There's the fear of failure and the fear of insignificance. The fear of failure just means, what if I fail? What if I fail? And the fear of insignificance means that you're going to live your life not having it mean anything. That you're going to live a life not being significant. That somehow you haven't made an impact on your life. When you're pursuing your dreams and you're pursuing your passions and you're creating your business, you have to decide which one you fear the most. Now, I personally fear insignificance the most because failure in my life doesn't exist. Because failure is just simply a case of where I made a decision, I didn't get the results that I wanted, and I have to adjust from what the results I did get, and I just adjust. I apologize when necessary. I test again, and I test again, and I test again until I get the results that I want. Because in each failure, which I don't like to use the word personally, but people just, it's easier to say that, in each failure, there's a lesson to be learned that's going to help me become a better person. Because failure is part of the journey, mistakes is part of the journey. Because you're not always going to get the results that you want. But when you do get the results that you want, the rewards are just going to be huge. So that's what I just started reading this book, The Dream Year by Ben Adams, and I'm really enjoying the book. There's a lot of golden nuggets in the book so far. Like I said, there's two kinds of fear. That was one like kind of a big takeaway. And the other one, which was a big takeaway for me so far, is in order to be able to have your dreams make money, you have to frame the dream in such a way that people care. Because people don't give a rat's ass about your movement. What people care about is what's in it for me. How is your dream going to help me accomplish what I want to accomplish? How is your dream going to help me quit my job? How is your dream going to help me be able to create the kind of income that I want? What's in it for me? So here's an example. There's a guy that, I forget the guy's name offhand, but there's this guy that opened this business called Open Table. And the original framework for the business was that he wanted to be able to book reservations for restaurants. Well, a lot of restaurants didn't like the idea because the restaurants were getting full every day without having his business. So what he did is he reframed the dream, his passion, into something that the restaurants wanted. See, restaurants wanted data. Restaurants wanted data on who's making reservations, what their age groups were, what their demographics were. So he used the same system, the same model to capture that data, and then he got over 30,000 plus restaurants to use his service, Open Table. So sometimes your dream is a good dream and it's going to help people, but you got to reframe it so that it's of something of value that people want. And that's the whole thing, is when you're out there saying that what your dream is, what your passion is, you got to reframe it in such a way that's it's gonna sell. That's going to be something that people are going to value and they're going to want to buy. Now, I'm going to give a little bit of a golden nugget to a lot of people, because I know a lot of people in Clicks Gone Wild have children with special needs. If you can take the money that you're earning in Clicks Gone Wild and create a solution for parents, because having a special needs child can be expensive. So if you can formulate some type of business around a special needs child, and how you can help parents make money and take good care of their family and provide the kind of lifestyle that they want, that's a business idea for you. Because you have experience, you have a story around having a special needs child and struggling, and how getting into Clicks Gone Wild has helped you create the kind of lifestyle that was able to provide a better life for you and your family. That's a business idea. That's something that there's a lot of special needs children out there. There's a lot of children out there with autism. In my case, because my story is wrapped around being a six-figure earner and having the rug pulled out from underneath me, where I took a 40% reduction in salary, well, I know that my story is not unique. So how do I frame that in such a way that it will allow me to be able to coach people to create part-time businesses to six-figure earners that'll pay more than their full-time job? Because Clicks Gone Wild is a funded proposal. It gives you the ability to start creating money to fund your other business ideas. And that's the beautiful part about this system. So this is day 9 of the Clicks Gone Wild video challenge, and my name is Ken Gurman. I'm the Unstoppable Geek.